Hi, I'm Batsa, back with another video. Today I want to expand on the calculator file I mentioned in my previous video and talk a bit more about endgame related stuff. The link to it and other useful links are in this video's description. I'm not sure who made this file, the pinned message is by someone named the Money Printer on Discord, so I would like to thank him for making this, and also to all the other helpful, nice and wholesome people on the game's Discord, who could always answer a question or help with anything Discord related, like Alex, Suicon and many others on the game's Discord server. The file will be in a read-only mode when you open it, and the way you can edit the file is, like any other Google Docs file, is by going to File, make a copy. Now you can change the values to your own game's ones. You change the values of your boosted tower bonus and your relic 45 bonus and input your current and desired base spawn level. But I can make it simpler for you. To get to base 8 you need a single level 20 gem, for base 9 you need a few, and to get to base 10 from 9 you need 35-ish gems. That is if you have done a full yellow board to get the level of relic 45 to at least 301. It would take a lot more gems otherwise, so it's better to do a full yellow run before pushing to get to base 10 for the special minerals. In my case, I'm working on getting base 11 for the black gem, so let's input my numbers. My boosted tower is 2.223 and my relic 45 multiplier is 153. So apparently I need to use the tower 753 times to sacrifice a max level black gem to achieve my goal. So yeah, it's a bit of a grind. I haven't used this tool before, so these numbers at the bottom don't matter to me at this point, but they do tell you if you should push for base 10 for that particular color, the order of deleting gems when you push into base 10, and the order in which you should get base 10 for each color. So this was the first tab of the file. The third tab is a simple calculator, which will tell you how many refine points you'll get when you will use the death card, and the last tab tells you that Wheel of Fortune is a terrible card and you shouldn't use it. But let's move back to the second tab, the Arcana cards cooldown and tier list. At this tab you can enter the game speed shown on the tarot page, you can change the game speed to 2x or 3x depending on what you use, and the table will show you the game cooldown and the real-time cooldown of each card. And of course you have the tier list of the cards at different stages of progression. It's not meant to be super accurate, so take it with a grain of salt. The last column is dedicated to Binary Viking, who's one of the players with the most progression in the game. I'm currently situated in the next to last column, the very late game. I mostly agree with the tier values, but of course it's more nuanced than this. For example, death is only used to complete a long run, where you would get a bonus to your refine points. In that scenario it will be very useful, but it would be either completely useless or an absolutely terrible idea to use in any other scenario. The Hierophant is also completely pointless to use in my current stage of grinding for base 11 black gems, but it is very nice to use when you're doing a push and you get to the highest level of base mineral spawn. This card can help you get your highest level gem to be much higher than 50 levels above base spawn. In my previous push I got to 62. I already did a video covering all the Arcana cards, and you should know by now which cards to use when, but this tier list can help. Now I want to mention this huge post to guides for every single stage of the game made by Mitaka, so another one I need to say thank you to. I want to focus on the time flux use part of the guide. It says not to use long time warps during mineral runs, as magnets are not farmed faster during time warps. So only use 1 to 2 minute warps. I assume it refers to using it when you farmed a lot of level 20 gems and you want to clear the board faster. This short warp enables you to use the tower card again. Apparently setting the game speed to 2x is the bottleneck for spawning minerals, so 3x is of no use. But runes are affected by speed, so you can use time flux to farm runes if you want to. A question that pops up frequently at the Endgame Shenanigans channel on Discord is, can you auto-delete special minerals by color? The answer is no, so just embrace the manual binning. Another thing is related to a card like the Empress, and other cards that increase and decrease a particular value over time. When the value is at its highest. The answer is at the half time of the effect. So for the Empress it will be 30 seconds in. This time period is not affected by the game's local speed, the card will be active for 60 real-time seconds. Lastly, I want to quickly go over my progress in the last few days. I'm currently working on getting the black gem to base 11, I'm just over halfway to getting it, so this grind will take me around 12 days to complete. My individual card levels are above 150 million now, and the total level is above 10 billion. After base 11 for black, I'll do another orange, purple, red, yellow grind to see how far I can go. That's all for me, thanks for watching, bye bye.